Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We might get proceedings underway. It's quite warm and there are children amongst us, and I don't necessarily like standing in the heat myself in the blazing sun in a suit. By way of introduction, my name's Sam Babelis. A very good afternoon to all of you indeed, and welcome to our public auction here of number 32 Oregon Drive in Don Vale. I'm assisted by Lisa Walsh, my colleague and wife that many of you have met during the open for inspections. She's enjoyed speaking to all of you today, and of course we have several staff amongst us today. Joseph Corsi, we've got Nikki somewhere. Nikki over this side, there she is on here, and Edison Kong, and together we proudly represent Manningham's leading estate agents, Gilles Craig. A great opportunity today, ladies and gentlemen, to buy in a very sought after street. You can see the landscape's changed in many years. I live just around the corner with Lisa. We love Don Vale. We think we're fairly qualified to speak about the location because our kids, we enjoy everything that it has to offer, all those daily amenities right at your fingertips from this very location. So the best of luck to all of you that have turned up today to bid. How refreshing. We don't have to guess what the reserve is today. It's been advertised. So we have been extremely transparent. You don't get to normally find out what the reserve is. So the only question we have is what you're prepared to pay, and we'll find that out shortly. So the best of luck to everybody. There can only be one buyer today. That's the only bad news. Everyone else, the search continues. I'm going to read through the contract, ladies and gentlemen, that's been expertly prepared by our vendor's conveyancer, and that is Law Corp Lawyers. They're located in Doncaster East. We want to thank obviously Mitra and Chris for engaging Gilles Craig to sell another property in Manningham as their preferred agents. Today, ladies and gentlemen, you're buying the property, which is further described in the attached copy and plan as Volume 8334, Folio 819, Lot 77. It's a lot of numbers. All it basically means is what you're buying today is the land with all the improvements, better known to you and I as obviously number 32 Oregon Drive in Don Vale. The channels that will pass with the property of all those fixtures and fittings of a fixed and permanent nature. The price, well, we've set the reserve. So you can play it two ways, and that is sit back and wait for someone else to control today's auction, or I'm more than happy for someone to come in with one shot to beat the lot. I don't mind. Deposit payable is 10%. We've obviously made arrangements with some other people, which has been honoured if you're successful today, but otherwise the settlement terms that you're bidding on today is 120 days from today's date. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to buy, we'll ask you to come in, we'll ask for a direct transfer deposit, and then you'll sign contracts and we'll have exchange. Folks, the settlement date will be the date upon which vacant possession shall be given, namely upon acceptance of title and payment of the whole of the purchase monies. And the date of the sale is today's date, the auction date. General conditions, I'll take them as being read. With regards to the special conditions, I'm obligated by law to read out the auction rules, and it simply states as follows. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. Our vendor has set a reserve price, and that has been advertised. As the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and it prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids today. The words I use to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor is simply the term vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer am able to place a vendor bid. A very important one today if you've turned up in a bidding capacity, and that is once the property is declared sold, knocked down, irrespective of what number you throw at me, I'm unable to accept any late bids by law. So please bid within the appropriate time frame. If you're here today without some other person that is to appear eventually on title, you may use and execute the nominee clause. Put things simply, you just need to let Lisa know when we're signing the contracts to place your name and or nominee next to yours as the person bidding and buying today, and you can nominate another person or entity right up until 2 weeks before settlement. So I'm sure you probably know that already. If you haven't, that is available today. Section 32 statement is very straightforward, folks. We've got total outgoings to Manningham City Council here to be in the vicinity of $2,268.50. Yarra Valley Water will charge you on water usage as we are all metered in our own homes. We are zoned GRZ Schedule 2, which is one of the best and highest forms of zoning that you can get in this municipality. And on title, as I said today, ladies and gentlemen, you're buying lot 77, which is 702 square metres of blue chip real estate. Now, for those that don't know, if you've turned up last minute and we haven't spoken to you during the open for inspection, please note, in this street, people build very expensive homes because there is a covenant on title. There will never be townhouses in this street. So please do not bid if you think you can subdivide the land for two properties. This is one dwelling per allotment, and that is why people go and build $2.5 $3 million homes in this street, because you'll never have townhouses either side of you. So I just want to make that very clear. There is a single dwelling covenant, a brick covenant in fact, so the home must be of brick or brick veneer, which obviously this home complies with. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the contract. As straight as it comes, as easy as it gets, and as I said to you earlier, I've been calling auctions for 30 years. Couldn't probably count on one hand how many times we've advertised the reserve, but we thought we'd make it as transparent as possible for you today. Before we obviously get into that, ladies and gentlemen, find out buyers who will be the successful buyer. If you also haven't been looking for a while, let me just set the compass for what we've done in the street here, and that's just Jellis Craig alone. 3rd of December, 648 square metres just last year. Number 22 Oregon was sold for 1.32 million. That's getting knocked over, and there's a huge house going on there. The 20th of May, 656 square metres, number 11 Oregon was sold by us as well for 1.365 million. And more recently, obviously before that, was number 29 Oregon, we sold for 1.265 million, and that was on the 10th of April. And that was 654 square metres. We are over 700 here. So a bit more land, a bit closer to transport, a bit closer walking distance to Tunstall Square. Keep that in mind today. You are not underpaying, I believe, in my opinion, anywhere below those numbers today. So the house itself, you've seen it, you've loved it, you've been through it several times. It flows beautifully well from the lounge come dining. Renovations in recent times have opened up that meals come family room. You've got 3 bedrooms to choose from. You've got the second toilet just through the wet areas there in the laundry. The main bathroom, well, that's already been done. So you can rent it out while you go and get your building permits. You can have it as an investment property. If you choose to knock it over, that's fine. It won't shock any of the neighbours because that's what's happening in the street. You've got a beautiful kitchen, entertainer's kitchen, that overlooks that wonderful backyard where your children can play in the privacy and security of your own property. The property itself, double lock-up garage access here for several other vehicles off street. But I'll tell you what we love, and that's the location, the fact that over the fence you've got Don Vale Reserve. Tunstall Square, one of the best thriving little shopping centres. We're seeing some terrific cafes and restaurants. It's all there for you. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, the main thing is you are zoned for East Doncaster Secondary School Zone here, which will always underpin your value whenever you come to sell. So, I've said enough. Many of you have waited 4 weeks for this opportunity, and we thank you for your patience. This may be a long auction, it might be a quick auction. I do not mind, as I said earlier. The question on our lips, because we've managed to disclose the reserve, is, ladies and gentlemen, who'd like to buy it? The auction's open now. We're looking for the new owner of this wonderful property, 32 Oregon Drive in Don Vale. My and Lisa's new neighbours will be probably bumping into you at Coles forever after until you decide to sell again. Who'd like to start us away? Nikki, you're with your client. Joseph's available as well, and so is Edison. And Lisa's, of course, here, that many of you have been talking numerous times during the open for inspection. Would someone like to start us away at the reserve? That would, I would assume, the smartest move. Or you can go above. I don't mind. We have sold everything today for terrific prices and huge crowds, and it astonishes me that everyone just waits for someone else to bid. This is your opportunity to control the auction, not let someone else control the auction. Who'd like to start us away? 1.2. Great start. And we're on the market. How simple is that? I don't receive any further bids, ladies and gentlemen. Bids front and centre, we sell. At $1,200,000 now, who wants to bid 1,220,000? At $1,200,000 here, fairly bid and offered centre, and we sell. At $1,200,000, 220 if you'd like. 20 in the rise. Who'd like to bid an increase at 220, still below what the others have sold for? At $1,200,000 now, stick with me, keep your eye on the prize. At 1.2, here it goes, we sell. First call at 1.2, here. Second time I offer at 1,200,000. That's a bid there, 220. Sorry, I saw this gentleman's hand first. 220, 40 from you. 40 it is. 60 if you like. 3 of you in at this stage at 124. 1240 is the bid. 60 if you'd like to join in. All back to you, sir. Bids here centre. At 1240 the bid now, I'm in $20,000 rises. At 1.24 million, we're going to sell. No better bid. At 1.24 now, what's the bid, Edison? Bids here, make no mistake. Against you, sir. 1,260 it is, back in. And he knows value's astute judge. At 12.60 the bid. At 12.60 now, looking for a better offer. We've found the new owner of 32 Oregon at 12.60 if there's no further bids. Ray, what are we doing? At 1,260, here it goes. At
1280.
1280, back in at 1280. At 1280 at 1.3. At 1,300,000 now. At 1.3 knows value, 700 square metres larger than the others. Still below what they sold for at 1.3. At 1,300,000, haven't forgotten you. All this side, very quiet, must be the spectators' seats on this side. At 1.3 million, do we see any better bid or offer? Where on the market we sell? At 1.3, probably a great opportunity to just mention if you're thinking about selling in this immediate vicinity, it'd be a smart move to ring Lisa after today's auction because we're going to have about 16, 17 people that have missed out. At 1,300,000, we sell, no better bid, no fourth call, no late bids. At 1,300,000, are we in or out? Seems like everyone's across the road. Sorry? 1320, Raymond, welcome to the auction. At 1.32, here we go. We've got 4 of you in play now. Who wants to win the race? Come on, you got up, dressed up, turned up. No, don't give up. Now's not the time at 1320. 1320, it's here. First call at 1320. I've been doing auctions for 30 years, never sold a house to someone with their opening bid. That's a record I'd like to keep intact if you'd like to help me out. 30 here. 1330 the bid here, Ray, against you now at 1330. What are we doing? Have we given up? 1330 on this side. Any further bids at 1330? Here it goes at 1.330. First call. Selling. 3.5. 1350. 2 can play that game. Tit for tat. Anything he can do, you can do better if you like. It's called a knockout bid. Was that 1350, Nikki? At 1350 it is. He missed out down the road. He's been waiting for one in this street, and we don't have another one in the street coming up. So if you'd like to live in this location, it's worth a stretch. Doncaster East. 1,350 is the bid. Correct. At 1,350. At 1,350 now. While the audio goes down. At 1,350 we sell. No bid. 1,335. Pardon me. Trying to help you secure it, brother. 1,335,000. 5,000 here or here. Or greater. Do you want to go to 1,350 perhaps? That might sort things out. Sorry? 1,34 here. 340. At 1.34 we sell. No better bid.
4.5. Another 5.
1345 Nikki. 1,345. 1350. 1345. I'll talk you through those renovations we were talking about earlier. At 1345, 1350. Do we have any new players? If you're here to buy, now's the point of no return. At 1345, 50 is what I'm after. It might be that one shot that beats the lot.
50.
50 it is, great bid. 1350 against your rate. 1350 here, centre. Anyone else? At 135. Once selling at 1,350,000. Second call, selling.
Another 5.
1355. You speak to Joseph about maybe a knockout bid. Great strategy at this time of the auction to go all in. If anything, if you're going to lose it, make him pay for it. That's what I'd be saying. 1355, is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we out on this side, guys? 1355. I can't tell you what a wonderful spot it is. We live around the corner. You'll thank me for years to come. At 1355. Are we all out, all finished, all silent, all done? Just borrow a few bucks from Mum. 60. 1360. 1360 now. Are we all done? Finished, silent?
65.
65 here. 65. At 1365. What about at 2.5? Will that bring you in play? 1365. You want to go 2.5? Sure. Come this far, we've been talking for 4 weeks. At 13.65, at 13.65, we sell. If you've been holding back, now's the time to let me know, or it's going to go. Here it goes. 13.65. First call, bids here. Second call at 13.65. Still represents good buying. East Doncaster Secondary School Zone, 700 odd square metres.
137.
Great bid. 137 here. 1,370,000 rate. 1,370,000. Are we doing anything on this side? Here it goes. Once.
75.
75. Why don't you beat him to the eights? Lucky eights for some. 1375, 1380. We're talking about less than 1% of what you wanted to spend now that might get you home. 1375, 1380. I've been in real estate for 30 years. I still can't value homes within $5,000. You must be better than me. 1375. Here it goes. Once. Selling. Second time we offer. Selling. Bids here. 1375. Last opportunity. Third. Final call. No late bids.
138.
138. 1380. You want to go 1.4, Ray? One of you's going to have to buy it. I can't see you moving in together. 138. 139. 1390. Why don't you go to the 1.4 and go, what the heck, I gave it my best shot today. 139. Bids here. Anyone else? You sure? You said that earlier. At 139, thank you for bidding today. I'm happy to take 1,000. Might be the one that pips him. Never stop on a round number at an auction. I'll give you that advice. I can't tell you any buyers of 4 properties by just $1,000. You've got a top of the range Porter Davis home that's lifting the value up for whatever you do here for a long time, and not to mention all the other houses. At 139, think it through. It's not over yet. I just need to know if there's one more in you. 1.39 million. Once. Selling. Second time. Selling. 392. 1.392.
1.395.
1395. 1395. Winner out. 1395. Just go 1.4 and walk away. You'll never know unless you won't get this opportunity again. 1.4. What's the bid, Nikki? I heard 1.425, is that right?
1.41.
As in 410.
410.
1,410,000 here. Give it your best. Thank you so much. You've been a great competitor. At 1,410,000. Anyone else? Anyone else in play? At 1,410,000. Here it goes. Once. 1.410 here. Second call at 1,410,000. Last opportunity at $1,410,000. The property is selling. No late bids. Selling. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank my underbidders. Thank you. And welcome the new owner. Raymond, no bridesmaid today, mate. You're the winner. Sold to you. Congratulations. Well bid and bought. Ladies and gentlemen, we honestly, on behalf of Lisa and I and the broader Jealous Craig team, thank you for attending another successful auction. We'll find you something else, I promise. Lisa will be on the phones next week with any new listings that may suit. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.